Week 5 games. Let's just get into it, get it going. We've got Vegas at St. Pete. Let's get this one fired up. I'm going to go to the fourth quarter on these after about a minute or two runs. Both teams 0-4, so somebody's got to win.
Welcome to Candlestick Park.
Unless it's a tie.
Vegas against St. Pete. Lutz boots it. The kick from Lutz is returned 13 yards by Waters, Mosley with the tackle. Jackson on the sweep, gain of 6, Mosley on the tackle. Second and 6. Gannon completes the pass to Spagnola, gain of 6, Durson with the tackle, first down. Jackson on the carry, gain of 4, Durson on the tackle. Gannon to Monk, incomplete, Richardson on the coverage. Gannon to Moss, 13-yard gain, Keane on the tackle, first down. Current drive, 12 plays, 61 yards. They've used 5:38 on the clock. Jackson on the carry, no gain, Durson on the tackle. Eight-yard gain by Gannon, Fensick on the tackle. Third and 2. Gannon trying to draw them offside. Current drive, 14 plays, 69 yards. 7:10 off the clock. Gannon to Spagnola, touchdown St. Pete. The conversion failed, Vegas 17, St. Pete 12. The kick from McFadden. The kick from McFadden is returned 30 yards by Galt, Waters on the tackle. Ryan barks out the signals. Ryan completes the pass to Cogdill, gain of 7, Mertens on the tackle. Ryan at the line. Zonka the ball carrier, gain of 3, Smith on the tackle. Third and inches at the 41. Payton with a gain of 1 on the play, Smith on the tackle, first down. Payton with the carry, gain of 15, Mertens on the tackle, first down. Zonka with the carry, gain of 15, Simpson with the tackle, first down. I formation. They're in a slow down. 13-yard gain by Peyton, Paul on the tackle, first down. Zonka on the carry, 6-yard gain, Simpson on the tackle. 2nd and 4 from the 9. Ryan to Gronkowski, incomplete, Simpson with the coverage. Vegas leads by 5. 3rd and 4 from the 9. 5:11 left in the game. Ryan calling an audible. Ryan completes the pass to Peyton, touchdown Vegas. The kick by Lutz is good, Vegas 24, St. Pete 12. The kick from Lutz is downed by Waters. St. Pete trailing by 12. Gannon completes the pass to Monk, gain of 3, Richardson on the tackle.
Encroachment defense, number 99, 5-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
St. Pete breaks the huddle. 2nd and 2 at the 28. Gannon at the line. Jackson lost 4 on the play, Dent on the tackle. 3rd and 6. St. Pete hustling to the line. Gannon in the shotgun. Monk is doubled at the line. Gannon is sacked by McMichael, loss of 7, fumble recovered by Creekmer, St. Pete maintains possession, Leckler back to punt. "51-yard punt by Leckler, fair catch by Taylor. Two-yard run by Zonka, Smith on the tackle. Vegas by 12. Very slow coming to the line. Peyton on the carry, gain of 2, Paul on the tackle. Vegas by 12. 3rd and 6 from the 36. 2:02 left in the game. Vegas working slowly. Ryan to Peyton, gain of 4, Reichenbach on the tackle, 2-minute warning. Buford to punt. "50-yard punt by Buford, return of 11 by McElhenney. Shotgun formation. Gannon throws incomplete to Moss. Steelhammers trailing by 12. 2nd and 10. Gannon to Spagnola, gain of 13, Durson on the tackle, first down. Gannon passes to Moss, incomplete, Keane on the coverage. St. Pete down by 12. Vegas showing blitz. Gannon throws incomplete to Spagnola. 3rd and 10. Gannon calls the signals. Gannon with the carry, loss of 10, fumble recovered by Gannon, St. Pete maintains possession. 4th and 20 from the 24. Trips left. Gannon calling signals. Gannon completes the pass to driver, loss of 3, Williams on the tackle. Vegas up 12. Payton with the carry, gain of 1, Dreyer with the tackle. Welcome to Orange Bowl. Lehigh and Chicago. Stover to kick off. The kick from Stover is returned 19 yards by Adderley, McAllister with the tackle. Craig on the carry, gain of 9, Metter on the tackle.
Holding offense. Number 43.
First and 10. Craig the ball carrier, loss of 1, Dolman on the stop. Second and 11 from the 40. Craig on the sweep, no gain, Jordan with the tackle.
Holding offense. Number 10, 10-yard penalty.
Chicago down 21. Back in the shotgun. Rogers throws incomplete to Chandler, Irvin on the coverage.
Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 56, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
First and 10 from the 45. Rogers to Hopkins, gain of 9, Worley on the tackle. Chicago down by 21. Second and 1. Craig on the carry, gain of 3, Jordan on the tackle, first down. Rogers throws incomplete to Dooley, Bailey on the coverage. Welcome to Metropolitan Stadium. Edmonton takes on T-Ville. A battle of undefeated teams today. Here's the kick from Groza. The kick from Groza is returned 26 yards by Hall, Ware on the tackle.
Encroachment, defense, number 89. Repeat, first down.
First and goal from the 2. Moore on the carry, no gain, Williams on the tackle. Graham brings them to the line. Edmonton stacked the line. Renfro on the sweep, touchdown T-ville. Groza converts the extra point, T-ville 38, Edmonton 28. Groza to kick off. The kick from Groza is returned 48 yards by Christensen, Colvin with the tackle. Romo with the pass to Dial, touchdown Edmonton. The conversion is successful, T-ville 38, Edmonton 36. Anderson to kick off. The kick from Anderson is returned 10 yards by Michaels, Urlacher on the stop. I formation. Jones on the sweep, no gain, Warner on the tackle. Graham throws incomplete to Jones.
Pass interference. Defense, number 54, 5-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
Graham calls out the signals. Moore on the carry, gain of 8, Hopkins on the tackle. Graham at the line. One-yard run by Riggins, Williams on the tackle. 3rd and 1 at the 25. Riggins with a gain of 1 on the play, Bingaman with the tackle, first down. Graham throws incomplete to Booker, Peters on the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22, automatic, first down.
Moore on the carry, loss of 4, Marchetti on the tackle. 2nd and 14 from the 36. Shotgun formation. Moore on the pitch, loss of 4, Williams on the tackle. T-ville by 2. 3rd and 18 from the 32. Graham passes to Adams, gain of 31, Lewis on the tackle, first down. T-ville leads by 2. Graham throws incomplete to Brewster, Warner on the coverage. T-ville ahead by 2. Moore on the pitch, gain of 1, Allen with the tackle. 3rd and 9 from the 36. Graham taking his time. Graham completes the pass to Johnson, gain of 16, Christensen on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10 from the 20. Slow down offense. Graham to Rickens, incomplete. Graham barks out the signals. Graham passes to Johnson, touchdown T-Ville. The kick by Groza is good, T-Ville 45, Edmonton 36. Here's the kick from Groza. The kick from Groza is returned 11 yards by Christensen, fumble recovered by Shields, Edmonton ball. Holmes on the carry, gain of 7, Page on the tackle. Edmonton in a hurry up. Romo completes the pass to Clark, gain of 30, Houston on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10 from the 31. Edmonton hustling to the line. Holmes with the carry, no gain, Sapp with the tackle. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Edmonton hustling to the line. Romo throws incomplete to Holmes, Krause on the coverage. 3rd and 10. Romo from the shotgun. Romo barks out the signals. Romo to Holmes, gain of 4, Krause on the tackle. 45-yard attempt for Anderson. Stryzinski to hold. Anderson connects from 45 yards, T-Ville 45, Edmonton 39. Here's the kick from Anderson. The kick from Anderson is returned 12 yards by Michaels, Warner with the tackle. Jones with the carry, no gain, Warner on the tackle. T-Ville by 6. 2nd and 10 at the 16. Graham taking his time. Three-yard run by Jones, Bingaman on the tackle. 3rd and 7. Graham working very slowly. Graham calls out the signals. Graham passes to Adams, gain of 8, Lewis on the stop, first down. Slowly coming to the line. Graham passes to Johnson, incomplete, Christensen with the coverage. 2nd and 10 at the 27. Graham at the line. Jones gains 3 on the pitch, Rice with the tackle. 3rd and 7 from the 30. Graham completes the pass to Jones, gain of 9, Warner with the tackle, first down. 2-minute warning. First and 10 from the 39. Graham in the shotgun. Graham to Renfro, incomplete, Hopkins on the coverage. Jones on the carry, gain of 6, Bingaman with the tackle. T-Bill by 6. 3rd and 4 at the 45. 1:52 in the 4th. Three-yard run by Jones, Marchetti on the tackle. Gillum back in punt formation. Hall waiting inside his own 10. "31-yard punt by Gillum, out of bounds. Edmonton trailing by 6. 1st and 10. 1:22 in the 4th. Romo to Brown, gain of 11, Lar with the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 32. Romo throws incomplete to Brown, Lar with the coverage. Romo to Holmes, incomplete, Kraus on the coverage. Critical play here for Edmonton. 3rd and 10. Shotgun. Romo to Kennison, gain of 27, Kraus on the tackle, 1st down. Romo completes the pass to Holmes, gain of 2, Kraus on the tackle. Edmonton trailing by 6. 3rd and 8. 0:44 left in the game. Romo at the line. Romo to Brown, gain of 12, Houston with the tackle, 1st down. Edmonton trailing by 6. Romo at the line. Romo to Holmes, gain of 21, Kraus on the tackle, 1st down. Hurry up offense. Romo calling signals. Romo to Holmes, incomplete, Kraus on the coverage. 2nd and goal. 0:10 left in the 4th. Clark is doubled at the line. Brown is doubled at the line. Dial faces a double at the line. Doubling Kennison at the line. Romo calls the signals. One-yard gain by Romo, Sapp on the tackle. T-Bill 45, Edmonton 39. Welcome to Georgia Dome. Mid-Michigan travels to meet Amsterdam. Johnson with the kick. Kelly completes the pass to Jones, gain of 7, Jenkins on the tackle. 3rd and 4. Allen with a gain of 3 on the play, Miller on the tackle. 44-yard attempt for Wilkins. Wilkins missed the 44-yard kick. Warner changing the play. Warner is sacked by Smith, loss of 4.
False start. Offense. Number 81, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Mid-Michigan breaks the huddle. 2nd and 19 from the 25. Shotgun formation. Warner passes to Sanders, 1-yard gain, Tally with the tackle. 3rd and 18 at the 26. Warner throws incomplete to Holt. Finns are deep in punt formation. "45-yard punt by Finzer, no return, fumble recovered by Thomas, Mid-Michigan ball." Warner passes to Holt, gain of 14, Haynes with the tackle, 1st down. Sanders on the pitch, gain of 5, Archuleta with the tackle. Mid-Michigan ahead by 7. 2nd and 5 at the 10. Sanders on the carry, no gain, Archuleta on the tackle.
Holding. Offense. Number 75, 10-yard penalty.
Warner calling signals. Warner completes the pass to Thomas, gain of 5, Wilson on the tackle. 3rd and 10 at the 15. Warner throws incomplete to Holt, Haynes with the coverage. 33-yard try for Akers. Clean snap from Kelsey. Akers made the 33-yard field goal, Mid-Michigan 20, Amsterdam 10. Johnson with the kick. Allen on the draw, 3-yard gain, Jenkins on the tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 23. Kelly calls the signals. Kelly to Williams, 8-yard gain, Brown on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 31. Kelly barks out the signals. Kelly to Bruce, gain of 16, Jenkins on the tackle, 1st down. Amsterdam in a hurry up. Reed is doubled at the line. Williams is doubled at the line. Kelly is sacked by Douglas, loss of 8. Amsterdam in a hurry up. Kelly in the shotgun. Kelly is intercepted by Green, return of 8. Sanders on the carry, gain of 8, Leonard on the tackle. 2nd and 2 from the 33. Warner slow to the line. Warner to Moore, touchdown Mid-Michigan. Akers converts the extra point, Mid-Michigan 27, Amsterdam 10. Here's the kick from Johnson. Kelly throws incomplete to Williams. Kelly making changes at the line. Kelly throws incomplete to Allen. 3rd and 10 at the 20. Kelly in the shotgun. Kelly at the line. Kelly with the pass to Allen, gain of 3, Miller on the tackle. Guy will kick it away. "45-yard punt by Guy, return of 8 by Scansey. 1st and 10 from the 40. Six-yard gain by Sanders, Leonard on the tackle. Mid-Michigan by 17. Warner taking his time. Archuleta up in the box. All eyes on Sanders. Warner at the line. Sanders on the carry, no gain, Martin on the tackle. 3rd and 4 from the 46. Mid-Michigan working slowly. Warner completes the pass to Largent, 7-yard gain, Bly with the tackle, 1st down. Warner taking his time. Sanders on the carry, no gain, Archuleta on the tackle. 2nd and 10 at the 47. They're in a slow down. Warner completes the pass to Holt, gain of 10, Haynes on the tackle, 1st down. Van Brocklin passes to Fears, incomplete. Van Brocklin hollers out the signals. Van Brocklin with a 9-yard run, Wilson on the tackle. 3rd and 1 from the 48. Tomlinson on the carry, gain of 2, Hayward on the stop, 1st down. Van Brocklin to Fears, gain of 33, Wilson on the tackle, 1st down. First and 10 from the 13. Van Brockling completes the pass to Fears, touchdown St. Louis. The conversion is successful, Manchester 30, St. Louis 21. Here's the kick from Christie. The kick from Christie is returned 34 yards by Stecker, Thomas on the stop. Breeze at the line. Lewis on the carry, gain of 10, Mack on the tackle. Manchester ahead by 9. Anderson on the carry, gain of 43, Lewis on the tackle, first down. Manchester leads by 9. Lewis with a 5-yard run, Brooks on the stop. Lewis on the pitch, gain of 4, Butkus on the tackle. 3rd and 1 at the 3. Goal line defense. Anderson with the carry, loss of 1, Edwards on the tackle. 22-yard try for Gramatica. This is a chip shot. Good snap from center. Gramatica made the 22-yard field goal, Manchester 33, St. Louis 21. Here's the kick from Gramatica. The kick from Gramatica is returned 22 yards by Lewis, Quarles on the stop. Van Brockling completes the pass to Tomlinson, gain of 12, Ham on the tackle, first down. St. Louis hustling to the line. Tomlinson on the carry, gain of 3, Hayward on the tackle. 2nd and 7. St. Louis hustling to the line. Hirsch is doubled at the line. Van Brockling completes the pass to Rice, touchdown St. Louis. The kick by Christie is good, Manchester 33, St. Louis 28. The kick from Christie. The kick from Christie is returned 30 yards by Stecker, Thomas on the stop. Nine-yard run by Lewis, Mack on the tackle. Manchester ahead by 5. 2nd and 1 from the 43. They're in a slow down. Anderson with a gain of 3 on the play, Seau on the tackle, first down. Manchester working slowly. Mitchell is doubled at the line. Collinsworth is doubled at the line. Breeze to Collinsworth, incomplete, Lane with the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense, number 81. Automatic, first down.
Lewis on the carry, gain of 6, Brooks on the tackle. Red Bolts ahead by 5. 2nd and 4 from the 29. Lewis gains 8 on the sweep, Robust Ellie on the tackle, first down. Manchester ahead by 5. Manchester taking their time. Breeze passes to Holman, 8-yard gain, Boyd with the tackle. Manchester leads by 5. 2nd and 2 from the 13. Breeze slow to the line. Breeze calling signals. Lewis on the carry, no gain, Lipscomb on the stop.
False start. Offense, number 66, 5-yard penalty.
Shock the world by 5. 3rd and 7 from the 18. 3:07 in the 4th. Breeze with the pass to Fitzgerald, gain of 5, Lewis on the tackle. 31-yard try for Gramatica. The snap from Rymington. Gramatica missed the 31-yard attempt. Van Brocklin is intercepted by Whitson, return of 9. Shock the world ahead by 5. Breeze passes to Collinsworth, gain of 12, Lane on the stop, first down. 2-minute warning. Lewis on the sweep, loss of 2, Seau on the tackle. Lewis lost 3 on the play, Brink on the tackle. 3rd and 15 from the 45. Someone jumped. Possible free play for Breeze. Breeze completes the pass to Collinsworth, 13-yard gain,
Encroachment
Lane with
defense.
the tackle.
Number 76, 5-yard penalty.
3rd and 10 from the 40. Breeze to Fitzgerald, 10-yard gain, Lewis on the tackle. 4th and inches at the 30. 0:57 left in the game. Breeze slow to the line. Anderson on the carry, no gain, Smith on the tackle, first down. Lewis on the carry, gain of 4, Brink on the tackle. Manchester by 5. Breeze working very slowly. Lewis gains 1 on the sweep, Smith on the tackle. Manchester 33, St. Louis 28. Pottsville by 10. Henry with the carry, gain of 2, Smith with the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 34. Wilson gains 8 on the sweep, Campbell on the tackle. 3rd and inches from the 42. Kelly on the carry, no gain, Bowens on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10. Henry with the carry, no gain, Andre with the tackle.
Holding offense. Number 82, 10-yard penalty.
Pottsville up 10. Wilson throws incomplete to Brown. Trips right. Shotgun formation. Wilson to Bynard, gain of 4, Madison on the tackle. 3rd and 16 from the 36. Wilson completes the pass to Brennan, gain of 5, Case on the tackle. Mormon back in punt formation. "46-yard punt by Mormon, return of 12 by Ward. 1st and 10 at the 25. Two-yard run by Williams, Williams on the stop. Favre completes the pass to Williams, gain of 2, Banks on the tackle. 3rd and 6 from the 29. Favre in the shotgun. Favre calling signals. Favre throws incomplete to Diggs, Ramsey with the coverage. Royals deep in punt formation. "38-yard punt by Royals, return of 7 by Morgan. 1st and 10 from the 40. 9:26 left in the game. Brown the ball carrier, gain of 4, Thomas on the stop. 2nd and 6 from the 44. Slow down offense. Wilson to Brown, incomplete. 3rd and 6 from the 44. Wilson changing the play. Wilson passes to Morgan, incomplete, Butler with the coverage. Mormon will punt. "48-yard punt by Mormon, 7-yard return by Ward. Favre throws incomplete to Johnson, Sherman on the coverage.
Holding offense. Number 63.
Favre completes the pass to Smith, gain of 3, Grayson on the tackle. 2nd and 15 at the 10. Columbia hustling to the line. Favre from the shotgun. Favre to Smith, gain of 5, Grayson with the tackle. 3rd and 10 from the 15. Columbia in a hurry up. Favre changing the play. Favre throws incomplete to Johnson, Sherman with the coverage. Royals from punt formation. "43-yard punt by Royals, fair catch by Morgan. Pottsville by 10. "6-yard run by Henry, Marion with the tackle. 2nd and 4 at the 48. 6:38 left in the game. Wilson working very slowly. Henry with the carry, 6-yard gain, Griffin with the tackle, first down. Pottsville in no hurry. Brown on the carry, gain of 2, Bowens on the stop. Pottsville working slowly. Wilson throws incomplete to Morgan. 3rd and 8. Wilson calls out the signals. Wilson to Moulds, gain of 8, Butler on the stop, first down. Pottsville in no hurry. Brown on the carry, gain of 4, fumble recovered by Brown, Pottsville maintains possession.
Encroachment, defense, number 97, 5-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
2nd and 1 from the 27. Henry on the carry, gain of 2, Taylor on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10. They're in a slow down. Brown on the carry, no gain, Bowens on the stop. 2-minute warning. Pottsville leads by 10. Moulds is doubled at the line. Doubling Morgan at the line. Wilson calling signals. Biner the ball carrier, gain of 16, Marion on the tackle, first down. Pottsville by 10. Wilson calling the signals. Wilson completes the pass to Moulds, touchdown Pottsville. The kick by Lowry is good, Pottsville 20, Columbia 3. Here's the kick from Lowry. Squib kick. The kick from Lowry is returned 10 yards by Ward, Johnson with the tackle. Shotgun. Favre completes the pass to Williams, loss of 3, Chancellor on the stop. 2nd and 13. Favre passes to Johnson, gain of 10, Sherman on the stop. 3rd and 3. Favre throws incomplete to Diggs. 4th and 3 at the 39. Favre to Williams, loss of 3, Banks on the tackle. Wilson calls out the signals. Brown on the carry, loss of 1, Barr on the tackle. Pottsville 20, Columbia 3.